I'm looking forward to more good days. I'm really hoping that the worst of the days are behind us, and I believe that the worst of the days are behind us, and that there are more good days to come.
This little girl, unfortunately, was diagnosed with terminal cancer now. It spread all over her body. Nobody can understand what this family went through. They lost an income in their household. We noticed things missing from the household because the family was selling things to make up for the loss. And this little girl, who is actually, she paved the way for so many things in this organization. We truly saw that we will never be a one and done. We will be there for that fight because this little girl had suffered multiple strokes, and she was a prisoner in her own body. She was left, she was only able to communicate with one eye, and blinking one eyeball. And unfortunately, she was this way for quite some time. So what did we do? Well, SpongeBob was her favorite. So we had firefighters dress up as SpongeBob. And we came over, we read stories, we watched movies, and we just hung out. And she knew that SpongeBob came to life in her living room for her.
There are times that get really, really dark, and Project Fire Buddies has been there. There are times where it gets difficult financially. Project Fire Buddies has been there. There are times where the gray clouds are just like looming over you, and Project Fire Buddies provides those more good days. So when I think about Project Fire Buddies, I just think about the fun times, the relationships that we've developed. Not only that, there was an instance where Kaylee was really sick. So she was going through infusion chemo at the time, and she came down with rhinovirus, which is essentially a common cold, right? She started turning blue, and I had to call 911. And when I did, Tommy from New Lenox, he was one of the ones that showed up. And I handed him over my daughter that was turning blue. And he took care of her. He jumped into action, but it provided me so much comfort to be able to just be like, take her, help her. And I knew who it was, and I knew that he loved her and that he was going to.
As she was growing up, we had to call the paramedics quite often because she would turn blue or we just needed her oxygen checked. And so when I took her to the fire station, she cried to me and she said, "Mommy, don't let them take me." So once she joined the Project Fire Buddies and the Fire Buddies first came to the house, she didn't want nothing to do with them. And then eventually she started wanting to bring them cupcakes and hang out with them at the station. And now every time she hears sirens, she'll be like, "Mommy, that's my Fire Buddies." More good days for me and Raya, I would say, are, let me think. I don't know why I'm about to cry.
It's okay.
Thank you. I would say that there's better days than just her diagnosis, and no matter what the obstacles, like, we'll get through that, but we just have to push to have another good day for her. And with her having surgery next week, I'm trying to push through those last few good days before she is in that hospital bed and tells me, "I want to go home."
We're trying to put positivity back in the world, and there's no better way to say that. We're just trying to make more good days out of it. We have a limited amount of time here on this rock, and I would rather have more good days than bad. And I think that kind of sums it up, is if we can provide that for all of these families, these kids, more good days truly is at its simplest form what we do here. And I'm very proud to be a part of that organization doing that.